said when you were 12, you started at the flea market.
Orders
What does it hurt?
on 65th Street for a nickel.
Is it wax?
What would you deliver?
That was a lot of money at the time.
Orders of what?
Huh?
Orders of what? What would you deliver to people?
Food, whatever they bought on the street, and it was too heavy for the ladies to carry home.
You carried it home for them.
Carried it home for them. They give us a nickel or a dime.
And then you brought that home? You brought that money home to grandma?
To my mother. My mother's famous saying was what, Beth? Money, honey.
Oh, money, honey.
Money, honey.
What does that
We to give her some money.
mean? Yeah, also, she used
Money,
to say,
honey.
Grandma used to call up and say, also I'm a fat mat. I have no idea why she would say that.
Wait, Grandpa, what was your next job?
My next job, I don't know, there were a few.
Clothing store, no?
And he was best friends with my uncle.
Right here.
He grew up with my mother.
Girl, did you work as a technician?
Wait, Grandpa, and then what? So you started off on the flea market doing deliveries. Then what'd you do?
Went to school, went to high school,
Did you always work as like
went to trade school to learn how to fix electronics.
And then that's when you started doing all
That
the...
became my business.
As a hobby, then he started doing
Remember,
and they all
I
knew
didn't
that.
And then you had with Uncle Harry, you had a business
Yeah. We were in the children's clothing business.
in New York.
We had 3 stores.
Yeah, the children's wear store.
It was good.
We do that when
But
you're on the sidewalk.
I was working like 12 hours a day. I wasn't seeing the kids grow up.
Yeah.
So I gave the stores to Uncle Harry, and I went back into electronics and,
Look at Sam.
live a normal life.
Dina,
more or
that's
less.
Right.
what they used to call Grandpa.
What they used to call what, Grandpa? What you used to call
Him.
this Grandpa?
Yeah.
What they used to call you?
What?
TV man.
TV man.
Why? Because you like TV?
No, he used
No,
to
he
fix
used to fix
TVs.
everything.
He used to fix
Oh yeah,
everything.
Grandpa was like a techie. Did you know that David told us that he has the car?
Yeah. No, he said.
He says
Grandpa
he says
wants
that
it.
you want the car that
Yes.
It's
his
here.
dad bought his
The
mom.
MC.
Right.
The
The
MG.
I want to steal it one day.
Okay, fine. Let's do it
Yeah.
together.
I'm going to steal it because it's just sitting in the garage doing nothing.
So let's go take it.
Yeah, I know.
Let's make it a plan this week.
Okay.
Okay, fine.
Good thing we flew here so you guys could commit crimes.
That's what it's all
David took,
Harry's car.
David took me and then we tried to fix it and like we were looking at things and then we tried to start it and it didn't start.
It wouldn't start. It
wouldn't
was the
start.
battery.
So what are you gonna do with it?
We're gonna fix it.
What are you gonna do with it?
Well, but drive it.
But you just said it doesn't
It
drive.
drives.
It drives. It just needs a new battery.
Oh.
Sorry?
Give us a battery, we'll drive it here.
Give us a
Yeah.
battery. Gabby thinks like a little
You gonna
battery.
drive it?
What?
You gonna drive it?
No, David.
What's you gonna drive it?
Yeah, I'm gonna drive it.
No, who's gonna drive it?
David.
How old was Abba when you gave him the Kelmark?
When what?
You gave him the Kelmark. You built him the Kelmark.
Kelmark that.
The Kelmark.
The Kelmark.
The car you built.
Convertible. No, not the convertible. The car.
When you-
Kelmark that
The
Grandpa
one that you built.
Okay. The car that you made for Steven, the one that the
Yeah.
doors open like that. That's what he's
The
asking.
Kelmark.
Yeah.
You made a car for my dad that the doors open like this? Where is it now?
Sold.
Why?
It was too fast a car for Uncle. I didn't realize it. I put a bigger engine in it
And he
than
couldn't.
normally. It was too fast a car for him.
Why? He was a good driver.
No, not at that age he wasn't. So it was too fast a car, so
And he's the
I
only
took it
he.
away from him, and it sat in my driveway for 2 years.
But then when
And
it's
then
Uncle
I had
Harry.
this customer of mine, Abed, who,
What's an abed, Grandpa? Tell us.
In Arab.
Abed.
Black guy.
An Arab.
Up there. Black guy.
Oh, a a black guy. Let's cut the crap.
But he was a good friend
So
of
he
ours.
came to the
and
house
he used talk like
to
Donald
get
Trump.
something, he saw the car, and he says, "What's the car?" I says, "It's mine." I says, "You want to buy it?" Kidding around. He says, "Yeah, how much you want?" It cost me $10,000 to build,
Right?
so I told him $5,000. He said, "I'll take it."
Donald?
So I sold it to him, $5,000,
And it cost you 10?
and he
That's
took it. He's had
Yeah,
the
but
same
what
trouble.
was it? Like,
Too fast?
But you didn't tell us.
I would have took it.
Wait,
He
Grandpa,
drove it.
was my
Too
dad
fast?
Was my dad a good driver though after?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
always a good
the
driver.
first car I bought him,
You built him or bought him?
what I?
You built him or bought him?
No, the first car I bought him.
Okay.
He also had an accident with that car.
You learn. That's how we learn. That's how he. Every time we would get into an accident, he would say,
That's how you
"Okay."
learn.
Every time. You hear Elisheva? She's 22. Every time she gets into an accident, he would tell her.
Alicia was like Aunt Danny, and when I was her age, I got into quite a few
There you go.
accidents.
But you know what? Now I've learned.
Grandpa, the first time I drove with you, I had just gotten my license, and you and Daryl came to Israel for before. For Sheva's bat mitzvah?
That would make
No.
Yeah, because
They
I
came
was
4 years ago.
But I was 16. I don't know. You came. No, you came for nothing. You guys came one
Yeah, they came
time.
4 years ago.
Yeah, you came. Not
You
4
stayed in
years
the
ago. I
Citadel.
was 17. Doesn't matter. You came, and I drove you home. I picked you up from the airport. I drove you guys home, and we got there, and you said, "Very good."
I thought I would have
said-
said something worse.
I was very happy. You said, "Very, very good driving."
I lent you father money for his first car with that.
And
And
then
you
you said
paid
52
you back in
pickup.
cash.
Yeah, and then
you
when he
paid
gave
you
me the
back
money
in-
back, he goes, "Come to my room." I said, "Okay." He goes, "Here, 52 pickup, all singles and bars." I lent him $1,000, they're all in singles and bars.
I have to tell you the story. We went to my friend Joe Sutton. I don't know if anybody knows Joe Sutton.
Joe
and
Sutton?
Frida.
There are like a million Joe Sutton.
Of course we
Joe
know.
and Frida. Anyway,
You know Carrie
these friends of
Sutton?
ours, I was an usher in their wedding. But many years passed, completely forgot about it. And we went to Daryl's uncle's house for dinner. And we were sitting around first having drinks, and their wedding album was on the coffee table. So, as I said, it was many years later, we opened up the album and started going through it, and I saw myself in the album as an usher. I completely forgot I was an usher in my friend's wedding, all right? So we're going through the rest of the album, and Daryl says, "Oh, look at the flower girl." I look at the flower girl.
No.
It was Daryl.
It was Daryl.
No way. Oh my goodness. That's crazy.
She was a flower girl, and
You
I
were
was
the
an usher.
You know, could I tell you, Grandpa? When I was 16, I was having a little bit of a hard time. My mom gave me her diary. She said from when she was 16. She said, I want you to read it, maybe you'll feel whatever. I read it, and she writes about a date. She goes on this date with this guy, and in the diary she's writing about this guy, not my dad, that he's Mr. Right. And she says, we went to a James Taylor concert, and we saw Stephen Estes in the front row.
He was really cute.
And no, she didn't say he was really cute. She's just like, we saw Stephen Estes and this guy, and we were talking to him, and
Come. But wait. But did my dad always want to move to Israel?
Did he what?
Always want to move to Israel from when he was
Yeah.
little?
No, when he was,
Well,
when he was
once,
in
once he
Flatbush.
went there,
first
in his
time.
high school year,
Yeah.
they gave him 6 months to go to study in Israel.
Does
After
he have
that,
a
that's
machine?
all he wanted to do.
Did you support it?
No, not at first.
No, I have
But
bottles.
after
Grandma definitely did.
away,
Filtered water in the.
he wanted to live there.
You
And
see it?
he came to me, he says, Dad, he said, I want to move to Israel, but I won't go without your blessing.
Okay.
So
Mommy didn't
how
want
could
it.
I tell him no?
I think I went through 30 bottles of water.
So
But mommy didn't want it.
that was it.
Mommy didn't want it at all. Grandma didn't want
Hey,
it.
Doodoo.
Because Stephen was
Hey,
still a baby.
you like the
She
sambusa?
didn't want it. You
Huh?
know?
You're gonna eat it or you're gonna hold it? What do you want to do?
You know,
What do you want to do with it?
when Grandma passed
You
away.
don't want to eat it.
Father wanted
jet
to
lag.
Israel.
That's what this is, jet lag.
No, before she was sick, right before Grandma passed away, your father was ready to move to Israel. And then Ricky Cohen
Yeah, we
came and
know.
stopped it.
Yeah,
Yeah, he stopped at Ricky Cohen.
So
yeah,
after
they
the
moved.
year,
Yeah, till after she died.
after the year,
Yeah,
when after the year was up.
that's why I was born here instead of Israel.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Until like 3 years ago, I always thought that Chev was born in
Want
America.
more? You want more, Debbie?
10 minutes, I gotta go.
Well,
Like
it's
that.
more like
Look
2
like you have
years
so much
after
pain.